Welcome to Music Matters Podcast with Daryl Craig Harris, talking about all things music with celebrities, artists, music business insiders, and more.
Hi guys, welcome to Music Matters Podcast, and today I have my guest back, Nigel J from Jazz. Well, he's the editor for Jazz and Geer magazine, but also he has his new and ongoing podcast series and basically internet radio, I guess you'd say, Jazz Tribe Network. How you doing, Nigel?
Yeah, good, thanks, Daryl. Loving the fact that we've got like twins, you know, with our microphones and great piece of kit at the Shure. And
let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So you're actually, yeah, I know, sure. You're actually, so you're in France. You're in the south of France.
That's correct, yeah.
And you had actually ordered your Shure MV7 a few weeks ago, right? You just got it in.
I knew it was on the cards, and I was really, really excited. The SM7B, absolutely stellar microphone.
Right, that's their legendary broadcast.
Yeah, but the kit that I had and I've got a Focusrite audio interface, and I got a new third generation one, but I just wasn't happy with its specs in relationship to, you know, the lift of dB that would be probably needed. And also in my studio, you know, I've got a proper vocal booth and everything else. And I had been using as a USB mic prior to this model, a Yeti.
Right.
And it was good in its time, but there was a lot of reverb, you know, and I didn't want to, this whole area, I didn't want to do that much deep sound isolation work on it. So I needed something that I'm going, please can I have Universe, a USB version of an SM7B, and even if possible, that I could also plug into an XLR cable.
It's actually funny because we had just talked about the 7B, and it's awesome for often used for radio broadcasting and that kind of thing. Yeah. But of course, the podcast situation is a little different, and having the USB functionality and the XLR, which is what when I talked to the folks at Shure, that was something I was actually really excited about. I'm like, that's actually, you're basically 2 for 1. It's a game changer. I don't know if there is. I don't think there is another mic that can do that without having to have some kind of an interface. So basically you're getting the whole thing all in one package, which is awesome for especially musicians that, or podcasters that are on a budget. They can't afford a ton of extra gear. This really covers everything. And I actually, even yesterday, I was actually at Starbucks and I did a Facebook Live on our groups, and I just, you know, plugged this into my iPad and it works killer. It was amazing.
It's just fantastic.
So so that's exciting. We just we wanted to chat about that because now except I don't have the black one. You have the black. I've got the cool silver.
I wanted the black one, but the thing that really struck me was that it was a dynamic mic, and
and also the app that comes, the ShurePlus MOTIV app.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, I've got it on my Android, and of course on I run a Windows 10 Pro system for myself.
Okay.
And
I'm on Mac, so
and my Mac sadly died. So you know, it was really important for me as a consumer and as a producer to have something that suited my voice, but was that I could manipulate, especially on the with the compression.
Right.
So that and different sort of expressions that I needed. Some of my work is backing up music, and some of it is totally voice.
Right. So, you do a lot of voiceover. Well, you've done for our podcast series. You do the intros and the outro, which folks will hear. But you also do a lot of other voiceover for commercials and
I do. Yeah.
Jingles and all sorts of things, right?
Yeah, and I needed a complement to the kit that I've got in my sound vocal booth.
Right.
And to be frankly honest, there are times when it's actually not necessary to fire the whole vocal booth up, providing you've got something of the quality of, say, the SM7B.
Right.
But of course, you needed the cloud lifter and the good audio interface.
Yeah.
So now I've got the really great catch-all compromise that I needed for myself, and so I'm off running with it.
And you can use it at home. You could use it on a laptop. You could use it on. I'm using it on my iPad. It's so flexible. It's just great to have a tool like that. I mean, Shure, it's a great company, and the thing about it is that their quality is really unsurpassed. Like the 7B, there's people that have had that in their studio for many, many years, still rocking, still sounding great. So yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks for joining us, and please consider subscribing to our podcast and follow us on our social media pages for guest announcements.